What's up, my poker players? Hope you guys have been constantly pulling in giant monster pots. In today's episode, we're just going to go over a ton of different poker situations that I had in one of the last sessions. Let's get into it. First hand we're looking at is pocket eights. From the big blind, we have a raise in under the gun +1 from K Sander. So we just make a call pre-flop and flops a queen high board, 2 cards to a club flush out there. So we just check back. We've got showdown value with the eights here. K Sander is a very regular player. He's got good numbers. Very aggressive. We turn a deuce. Again, we just have showdown value with the eights. So I want to get to the showdown for as cheap as possible and hopefully pick up a pot with a middle pair here. K Sander makes a turn bet for half pot size and I just make a call. I think he saw an opportunity where I fold quite a bit on the turn. He did a delayed continuation bet and bet the turn. And so I just check back the river as well. I'm going to think about calling any bet he makes here. I think the flush draw would have bet the flop, so I don't think he has the flush. And he checks back as well. He just had ace king. That's one of those where you get into a little bit of the meta game and you think this player sees my 100% fold on the turn or close to 100%, whatever it is. And so he's going to try to pick up the pot right there and make a steal. Or he might think he's good with the ace high. Next hand we're looking at is pocket kings from under the gun. I make a 3x raise. Folds all the way around to the blinds, and we get a call from the small blind in Solaso, who is a regular player, again aggressive. He's got good numbers, flops a pretty wet board. There's 2 cards to a spade draw out there. There's a lot of straight opportunities. I'm going to continuation bet here, thinking I am probably good here with the pocket kings. And we get a min bet back into us. This is a tough one. So I check out and I look at his stack size, and so I make a call. I think this player could be doing that with a lot of his draws, some of which hit on the turn. We now have 1 card to a spade draw, and I just check back the turn. I don't know what this player would be check min raising with, and I think about betting the river, but I decided to just get the showdown and wind up winning the hand with the pocket kings. That's another tough one. I probably could have got some more value out of this regular who made a different play there. You don't see a check min raise too often, and a lot of times you'll see that from fish, and it's going to be a strong hand. And I got a weird read on a regular there with the check min raise. I think maybe he made a really good play there and slowed me down with the kings. He definitely slowed me down, but next hand we're looking at is pocket eights from the dealer button. Checks or folds around to us. I make a 3x raise. Obamka is another regular to our left in the small blind. He makes a fold, and Brabauer is in the big blind. We only have 3 hands on this player. He really hasn't played any hands at all. He makes a call, and we wind up flopping middle set. Pretty draw heavy board with 2 cards to a spade draw, as well as some straight draws that could be out there. And we don't know how this player plays at all. He comes out in min bets. I'm obviously going to re-raise and make any draw pay here. And he makes a quick call with the set of eights. I'm going to be good a lot of the time here. He comes out and he bets a small bet again. Again, I'm going to re-raise. There is a chance a 6-7 could have just hit, but that's pretty much the only hand that hit. So I'm going to be beating most of his range, and hopefully I can get some value out of hands that he will call a raise with here. And he comes back over the top, and I am really hoping he does not have that 6-7. I'm going to get it all in here, and hopefully he makes a stupid call with a flush or a straight draw. He's thinking about it. Can't be that good. That 6-7 would have insta-called. So I have a good feeling with this one. Make a call with ace-9. Oh, he does make a call. And he's got a gut shot and a flush draw. Does not hit. All right. Pick up a big pot right there. Interesting play there, brah. Alright, we're looking at pocket kings from middle position. Make it 3x. We get a couple folds to our left. Obamka makes a small raise. He's a short stacker, regular, from the button. And I'm going to come back over the top of him here. He only folds 42.4% of 4 bets, which is a small amount. If that number were higher, I might just make a call here and try to get in a hand with him post flop. And he comes back over the top with an ace-5. Interesting play there. And he winds up missing all of his draws as well, and we pick up a good sized pot there with pocket kings. Next hand we're looking at is ace king from the dealer button. We have an early position raise from MRaz, who is a regular. He's probably only raising strong hands from early position right there, but I'm going to come back over the top because we only have an ace high right now. We've got a draw hand. I'm not going to be upset if he folds this one pre-flop, and it plays well post-flop. He makes a call. Flop is jack high. He's got a 60% fold on the flop, so I come out in continuation bet, and he does make a fold, and we pick up a good sized pot right there with our continuation bet. Next hand we're looking at is queen 10 offsuit from the button. Folds around to us. Make a standard 3x raise. We've got 2 regulars to our left in Solasso and Obamka. Solasso makes a call in the small blind, and he comes out and fires. And this player has a high bet frequency on the flop, so I think he's betting a lot of his hands, his jacks, his draws. And so I come out and I am trying to pick up the pot right there with my outside straight draw, and he makes a quick call. Hits a 3 on the turn. I'm hoping he checks, and I'm just going to continuation bet here. He's got a high fold frequency on the turn and 58%. You could argue with me about just checking that one as well, but I thought there was a chance I could pick up that pot right there. But I wind up hitting the straight on the river, and now I'm trying to get as much value out of it as I can. And he does make a call, and we pick up a very big size pot right there. That's where continuation bets again pay off. I took a different line there with a straight draw, and it worked out. You're going to win most of your money on bluffs against regulars, and a lot of money with your made hands against fish. That's one of those semi-bluffs that paid off for me against a regular. Next hand we're looking at is pocket aces from the big blind. We get a raise from Obamka in middle position, but we saw this player make a weird play with an ace-5 a couple hands ago. I'm going to bet this and pretty much play the hand straight up with the aces. I'm not going to slow down at all, and hopefully this guy makes a weird play again. And he does. He makes a 4-bet. I'm thinking about just calling, and I do just call. Luckily, it's a very dry board, and here I am going to check raise anything he does and get it all in. He's got a pretty high continuation bet, and the way he's played it, I think he's probably got a high hand here. Maybe he's got a pocket pair as well. Ooh, I just make a call. Try to induce bluffs maybe with the ace high. With an ace high, maybe he's got an ace king or an ace queen or any of his weird hands. So I check back the turn as well. I'm taking some different lines today. Ooh, he did have a big hand in kings. Oh, and he hits his 2 outer on the river. Ouch. Oh, man. Well, move on. Next hand. I think I made a pretty good play there. Now we're looking at pocket queens from under the gun +1. Make a 3x raise. Couple folds to our left. And we get a call from Solasso in the cutoff, who is a regular player, pretty aggressive. And we get 3-bet, a big 3-bet from this player who, it's his first hand. Those stats are not his. So I am just going to make a call here. I don't know anything about this player. I have zero info. Flop is incredibly wet. There's a lot of draws out there. Comes out, does a half-size pot bet. I just make a call. Checks back the turn. At this point, I think there's a good chance I'm in the lead. And there's a ton of draws out there, so I bet small. Hopefully I can get him to chase with something that did not hit. And I just check back the river. None of the draws are going to call there, obviously, because they all missed. And there's a good chance he has a pocket pair as well. But we won't know, and we pick up the pot, though. Next hand we're looking at is pocket jacks from the button. We have a raise from under the gun from a regular player, usually very strong hands, raising from regulars in that spot. So I just make a call with pocket jacks, and we get a call from the small blind as well. Flop is low cards. We got 2 8s and a 9 up in the air, has very low fold on the flop and turn, and we get a small 1/3 pot size bet. So I just make a call, and we get a call from up in the air as well. 926 in the pot. Checks around to us on the turn, and I think the jacks are good right here. So I'm going to continue betting, knowing that up in the air does not fold very much, and I think we're beating this player in under the gun +1. Pretty much all the draws missed. I think jacks are good here. I'm thinking about thin value here from this player, which is what I do. Maybe I'll get a call from a 9, but he must have been on some draw that missed, and I wind up picking up a good sized pot right there too. Next hand we're looking at is ace queen offsuit on the button. Folds around to us. We are going to make a standard raise to 3x here on the button. We've got a little bit of an unknown player to our left, and Obamka, who just got lucky as shit against us with that river king, and they both make calls. Flop is 2 5s and a queen. Both these players have pretty high fold to continuation bets on the flop. I'm going to make it a number where I think a medium pair could make a call here, and we get a fold from Ryan. Come on, Obamka. He does make a call. The turn is a king of hearts. I just checked back. Our queens pretty much turned into showdown value now. None of the draws hit. The flush draw didn't hit, and he comes on and does 1/3 pot size bet, and we make a call. He had queens 9 kicker. It was a pretty loose call pre-flop, being out of position against us. Probably not the play I would have made, but thank you very much. And now we're looking at pocket queens in a 3-handed situation. We get a limp from Toto on the button, and Obamka comes out and bets, and I just make a call here. I could have 3-bet, but I didn't. Not exactly sure why. And Obamka comes out and does a 1/3 pot size bet on the flop. We again just make a call. We now have 466 in the pot. Again, he does a 1/3 pot size bet. He's really got small bet sizing, and we just make a call again. There's a chance he could be betting the king small the whole way. He could just have a medium pocket pair, but our queens are pretty much just showdown value, and I do make a check, and he did have a medium pocket pair in 9s, and we pick up a decent sized pot right there with the queens. If I 3-bet pre-flop, I might have been able to get some more value out of this player, but there's also a chance that he makes a fold pre-flop or makes a fold to any of our continuation bets post-flop. Now we're looking at ace-jack offsuit from the big blind. Same table, we now have one more player. Toto makes a min bet from the cutoff. Obamka folds, and I'm just going to call here, being against an unknown player, and I'll play out of position against this player. Wind up flopping an ace, check on the flop, and we turn our 2 pair. I'm going to come out 2/3 pot size bet there, and a queen on the river. And I think we're good with our 2 pair right here. A lot of the draws missed, but he made a quick call on the turn, so I'm going to bet pretty big here on the river. And he comes out and he min bets on the river. I'm just going to call here with our 2 pair, and he hit his 2 pair on the river as well. But ours is higher, and we pick up another small pot right there. Now we're looking at pocket 3s from the cutoff. We've got a couple unknown players to our left. The Weekend is a pretty regular player, and we get a quick call from Main UFO on the button. And this player, Main UFO, does not fold very many hands on the flop, the turn, and folds on the river. So that means this player chases a lot. I'm going to make any draws that could be sticking around here pay for it with our bottom set. Main UFO does make a fold, unfortunately, and the Weekend calls. Ace on the turn. I'm going to continuation bet here again to make any draws that could be out there pay for it. I make it a pretty large bet in $7, and the Weekend makes a really quick call. I could see this player playing maybe ace 10. I'm going to bet large on the river again to try to induce a call from this player who actually has really high fold numbers, but he made it such a quick call on the turn that I think we can get value out of him. He does make a fold, however, but we pick up a good sized pot. And now we're looking at a tournament that I was playing as well. I have pocket queens, make it a little bit bigger than 2x. Bet sizing is smaller on the tourney, and this guy, Great One, has just been playing incredibly loose, and we both have giant giant stacks in this tournament. I think it's down to 2 tables. But I make a call with the queens. He's got an ace-8 offsuit, and he rivers his ace against us. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. Not the type of hand you want to see when there's only 2 tables left in a tournament. Oh, man. That would have been huge for our stack. What are you gonna do? Now we're looking at pocket 9s from the small blind. Folds around to us. We've got the weekend in the big blind. We just got in a big hand with him. I make it 4x, and he makes a quick call. We wind up flopping middle set. I'm going to continuation bet, and he makes another quick call. I'm going to continuation bet again, making it big, and he made such a quick call again that I think we can get a lot of value. So I make it almost $7, bigger than 2/3 the pot size bet, and he makes a call. I think there's a good chance this player has a king, and I'm going to make it a big bet again, and hopefully he calls with his king. Maybe he's got king queen now, and he makes a fold again on the river. I don't see how players like this can call the flop, call the turn with hands they don't show down with. It's crazy. And now we're back to that tournament I was just in, and we again have great one getting crazy and just jamming his whole stack in the pot. Ridiculous. And I'm getting so low that I make a call with the pocket 4s, and he's got 6-10, winds up flopping his 10 and knocks us out of the tournament. That son of a bitch. Man, jamming it all in. Over 100,000 in chips with 6-10. That is interesting. And of course, that was the final table bubble. Yep, we take 10th place. Congratulations, great one. You're welcome for all those chips I just gave you. Oh, that's not how you want a tournament to end. All right, now we are looking at ace-jack offsuit from the big blind. We have a very deep stack. Folds around to the small blind, who is a regular, and he makes a raise into us. I look at his numbers quick, and I still see that he does not fold to 3 bets very often. So I just make a call. Flop is a 10 high, but I see that he has high continuation tendencies. So I just make a call again with our ace-jack, ace high right now. And he slows down on the turn, checks into us, and I make a small bet here with his high fold numbers and see if I can't just pick it up right there, which is exactly what happens, and we win another small pot with a hand that probably doesn't show down too well. Maybe we were in the lead though. Head down to the video description for great poker links, you guys. America's Card Room has some really awesome bonuses when you click through that link. Make sure you use promo code DKPoker, one word. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. We've got tons of great videos coming out almost every single day. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it with anyone who might be interested. And I'll see you guys very soon. But until then, look for me out on the virtual felt.